Give the floor to international lawyers.org.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. We appreciate the efforts of the SR to highlight the ongoing grave human rights violations in Myanmar. The armed conflict in Myanmar has affected the lives of many people. The displaced are the most afflicted by lack of access to shelter, healthcare, and education. Refugees are not receiving the appropriate humanitarian aid, as most of them are not living in camps, but in rural communities, and therefore do not fall within the humanitarian funding framework. Their situation is the most distressing and requires immediate attention. We are deeply concerned with the recent UN experts' news release of September 3, 2019, on the use of forced and incommunicado detentions, as well as the use of torture on young men and boys. Arrests and detentions are being made based solely on suspicion of association with the Arakan army under Section 50A of the Counter-Terrorism Law. We call on the government to conduct an investigation into those allegations and deaths, as they are not isolated cases. Madam Vice President, inmates have the right to proper medical care, as well as the right to a lawyer. We would like to emphasize that by detaining boys under the age of 15, Myanmar is violating its obligations according to the Convention on the Rights of the Child. InternationalLawyers.org and the Geneva International Center for Justice support the recommendations made by the Special Rapporteur concerning the end of arbitrary arrests, improvement of conditions in prisons, as well as providing better and safer conditions to enable the return of the displaced. Alternatives like providing local organizations should be sought to allow refugees access to humanitarian aid. Finally, we would like to ask the Special Rapporteur, how can the participation of refugees in the dialogue about repatriation plans be ensured? Thank you.